Hey guys, I'm out here. I'll give a few minutes here real quick. All right. So I'm out here at the Texas Capitol, and the the law firm that I'm interning for opened today, and so I'm down here in Austin to do some legal work. So I'm kind of dressed up. Got my look at that. I've even got whoops. I've even got a briefcase. I'm official. But so I decided I was going to come up here to the law library. Oh, sorry, the legislative library here at the Capitol to do some legislative research on some bills and get some historical analysis on the bills that I could add into a petition that I'm working on. Because it's very important that when you're going to challenge a law to look at the legislative history and be able to read the journals and find out, okay, what went into how this bill was passed, because that's how the courts are going to interpret different statutes and things like that. And so, anyway, I came here to try and do some legislative research, and found out that the Capitol is closed. And I wanted to kind of show you guys kind of what it looks like around here. I was really surprised. I'm gonna turn this around, give you guys a little bit of the reality here. So first of all, there's a lot of graffiti all over the roads. For example, right here it says somebody wrote "murderers work here." There's an arrow. Now I agree with that one there. No more bad cops. Obviously, I believe and support that. Then you've got F12 in the streets. You got 12 in the middle finger down there, F12, FTP, all that stuff around here. Um, you got Floyd's name here. You've got the word silence with a giant red line through it, F12. Now so they've got on each of the gates and the entrances here, they've got police line tape. Everything is marked off. If you look also, there's a mixture of DS troopers and military. So the National Guard is here at the Capitol. You can see they're monitoring and kind of guarding the gates as well. I did find out that the water water fountain that was torn down by Antifa was put back up. But I guess the water line is so old that they're not sure if they're going to be able to reconnect it, because it really is an antique, historic water fountain. Here you've got ACAB written in chalk, which stands for all cops are bastards or all cops are bad. That's also if you ever see 1312, that's what that means. 1312 is which number of the alphabet each letter is. So 1312, ACAB. That's what that stands for. Of course, this stupidity here about defund and abolish. But look, we got more military vehicles here. But it is National Guard. It's not the actual military. I talked to some of the National Guard troops here, trying to find out when they're going to reopen. Nobody knows when it's going to reopen. So I can't do any research like I wanted to do. There is no way in. I called my representative, and they don't even know anything. But apparently it has to do with COVID. Now you can't really see. Let me see if I can zoom in on the fountain back there. If you look right, where's my camera? There we go. Never mind. But right between those two vehicles is the fountain. It looks like they put it back up, but I guess it doesn't work anymore. So no, you can't get in anywhere. The only way you can get in is through the official entrance, in which you have to have a card for, or an access pass. We got some people over here cleaning up around the Capitol. That's good. Good to see. People taking charge of their communities, keeping the place clean. They have removed all of the graffiti, that the spray paint that was put on the building. They sandblasted all that, so all of the graffiti has been removed that was put up there when they came in and kind of started destroying stuff. So, hey, thank y'all for cleaning up. And so that's good. The Antifa and BLM had spray painted stuff all over the Capitol doors and some windows and things like that of this historic building. And that's all cleaned off. But there's no way in there. You can't. I'm on the south side right now, but I did ask them, if you go on the west side, there's an entrance over there, but you have to work here. If you don't work here, you're not getting in there unless you've got a meeting with your legislator, and then the legislator or legislative assistant has to come out and get you. So this pandemic, the COVID nonsense, has now cut off access to our state capitol. And I can do some research online into legislative history, but depending on how old, and I'm looking into, I need legislative history that's really old. And a lot of those books have not been digitized yet. So the only way that I can access those records in order to do a proper historical analysis is to get into the Capitol and into the legislative library. And I can't do that because the pandemic has shut down the Capitol completely. The people have no access to their house at all. None whatsoever. So I just wanted to kind of bring that up. It's somewhat jolting to see military vehicles at the Capitol. And by the way, this is what drives me nuts. So you've got National Guard guys here. They said they're here to back up DPS, but they're unarmed. That makes no sense whatsoever. The National Guard is an armed force. Okay? And I'll be honest with you, I would much rather have the National Guard with guns than the police, because the National Guard has to abide by rules of engagement. The police should just shoot you. All right, so here this says, "This is America. Who do you call now?" ACAB. Who do you call when cops murder? Good question. No justice, no peace on the sidewalks. But so anyway, I'm down here and can't go into the legislative library. So what I'm going to do is I'm meeting with another attorney, and I got a few hours here to kill in Austin, all dressed up and nowhere to go, it seems. I don't see any boarded up windows or shattered windows down here. Everything seems pretty quiet. Looks like they're not even letting people park up here, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. You can see where the Starbucks got graffitied, and they've tried to sandblast it away. How's it going?
Slow and easy.
Good.
I like it.
Yeah. So what's funny is this liberal coffee company that probably supports them 99% of the time, and yet, look, this is what happens when you pander. When you pander, like Starbucks does and all these other corporations, you know, these organizations have been nothing but friends to the black community, to liberal community. Nothing but friendly and supportive. But it doesn't matter. They'll target you. They don't care. So that's why you just don't pander. You know, if you just don't pander to the left, I mean, you're going to get attacked anyway. So why surrender your goals, your principles, your values, your beliefs? Be yourself. Don't pander to anyone. Be yourself. And you know what? If being yourself means you're a racist, well, then be ostracized, as you should be. Racists should be ostracized and marginalized and isolated. But be yourself. But don't pander. I don't pander. I don't apologize for anything. I've lived my life very honorably. I got nothing to apologize for. So, all right, folks, I'm gonna end this. See if I can get a good shot of the Capitol here before I end it. Maybe not, but very empty down here in Austin. So y'all take care, be safe, be free. Here's what I'll end with. Call your representatives and your senators, because while I understand that it's a risk opening up the Capitol, because obviously if you open up the Capitol, you got to let everybody in that's a citizen. But that's a risk you just got to take. And the Capitol allows people to come in armed, and so if they want to start trouble, well, there should be plenty of armed people in there to stop it. But call your representative and senator and say, stop, look, open up my house. This is my house. This is my house. Let me in. I should have access to my legislators. I should have access to the resources that are provided inside that building, and I don't right now. So you guys take care, be safe, be free. Let me see if there's anything in here. Remember the time we was at the Capitol and did a walk and Starbucks employee got all triggered? Yeah, I remember that. No parking, because they can say no parking. No logic needed. Correct. So yeah, the Capitol's closed because of the virus. Have you contacted Buckingham? Yes, I left a message. Oh, you have an access card. Sweet. Yeah, here's my my tie here. And yes, of course, carrying like always. All right, guys. You guys take care. Be safe. Be free. I'll talk to y'all later.